Welcome to the O Scene. I'm Jacqueline Twegg. In Orange County, there's always something to do. Look to your neighborhood or a surrounding city. Time to check out the people, places, and events taking place on the O Scene. We'll tell you about a new store opening in Fountain Valley that has a connection to Japan. And in Westminster, the mayor visits seniors to deliver meals. Stay tuned for other recent happenings in Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach, Stanton, and Westminster. First, a group of Fountain Valley Girl Scouts gets a behind-the-scenes look at the O Scene and what it takes to tape a show.
How's everybody doing? Good. Okay, you guys are a Girl Scout troop, what?
3390.
3390 from Fountain Valley.
Yes.
The girls are here on a behind-the-scenes tour of the O Scene.
They'll go and shoot in the field, and then Jacqueline will come back, look at all the footage, then she'll write a script.
Once the script is written and voiced over, an editor takes the video and completes the package that airs on TV.
Who wants to put on the headset?
The troupe also tried out hosting their own TV talk show, operating camera equipment, and going to the control room and understanding the role of a director.
At any given time, there's usually, like I said, 7 to 8 people working on a show in the studio. That's called a split screen. The camera's out there, you can see. We're switching right between the cameras here. And you can see program where it's red. That's what's on the air.
Tessa decided on a food theme for her talk show. That's where you'd be looking to say, you know, welcome to my show, and you're going to introduce your show and your guests. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome back to Taste with Tessa with your host, Tessa Nackley.
I really like hosting my own talk show, but I also really like doing the controls back here because you can see all the different points of view, and it was really cool.
I really liked operating the camera because I was like stumped earlier this year of what I wanted to be when I grow up, and I realized I wanted to be a photographer. I just really love photography.
On our tour, we got to play with the zoom, we got to play with the cameras, and we got to just interview our friends. It was all amazing.
After the studio tour, General Manager John Borak also showed them a PSA produced by PCTA to give them an idea as to what a professional one looks like when they're doing their own.
This tour definitely helps them understand how the camera works, how hosting a show works, what is effective as far as bringing out the message, and they just had a lot of fun. So hopefully this is going to just give them an extra edge to making a great video.
Looks like Girl Scout Troop 3390 learned a lot on their studio tour of PCTA.
I got to have this experience with my friends and with my Girl Scout troop, and not just me being by myself, so that makes it more fun. It was a great experience.
Let's go, Girl Scouts!
At Fountain Valley High School, English teacher Mr. Schultz is awarded Teacher of the Year, and as you'll see, he has a rather unique teaching style. Fountain Valley High School English teacher Stephen Schultz doesn't follow traditional rules of teaching. And thanks to this, his students are succeeding in life and learning.
Every day I had to love larger and give greater and be kinder than I was yesterday.
Today's lesson related to their novel, All Quiet on the Western Front, dealing with teenagers sent off to World War I and the loss of innocence. Mr. Schultz brings in a bunch of beach balls as a learning tool.
When we do things like this, we've done bouncy balls before, we have bubbles when kids come in, they write about it. And the most common thing kids say is, when the activity is first time at school where I don't feel judged, where I feel carefree again and happy and childlike. And how would you feel then going from beach balls to bombs? And the whole point is, how do we make their reading relevant? How do we make them learn empathy and put on the clothes of the characters we're reading about?
With this, Mr. Schultz reaches deeper, asking his students, since you're not dealing with combat,
why aren't you that happy all the time? Why does it take the beach balls or the bouncy balls to bring returning to the love you knew best as a child?
Reminding students they were the most creative versions of themselves when they were little kids.
It's encouraging them to try new things and take risks, and you're not defined by your outcomes. You're already valuable, you already love who you are, so just go pursue everything you want. And the fall and the rise are both equally valuable and beautiful.
10 years ago, Mr. Schultz began his student teaching career under his mentor, David Terrio. David gave him some advice: take risks and stretch yourself.
For Stephen, he's always trying new things, and the students get to see that experience. And then the second thing I said is, people are more important than what we're learning about. I always tell people the only thing I remember from my high school experience is how my teachers treated me.
Another thing these English teachers share is a love of storytelling and making it memorable.
Anyone tell me, make a hypothesis, what is the connections between this photo of the little boy pretending to be soldier and the real soldier?
Especially since he tends to add a token that is relevant.
He had this box and his grandma would never let him open it, and then it was right before she passed away. It was a book and then a handwritten note that was talking about how love is the key to life. And so he wanted us to all know that. And so he would give us each one thing just to know, always keep loving everyone, even if they're rude to you or not kind to you, just always love, and it opens so many doors for you.
Each student received a skeleton key the day of this lesson, so they can carry it around as a reminder to be kind and loving.
And that's why so many write letters. Because I put love first. Love's the top of the teeter-totter. Love leads my life. And when love leads your life can elevate the lives of anyone around you.
Good teachers inform, great teachers transform, and Mr. Schultz looks at his classroom as a transformation chamber.
Let the main thing, what matters most, be what you give most of your time and energy to. You'd be amazed at how happy and fulfilled you become.
From the moment I walk in, he always will say hi to me, and then we'll talk for a little bit. I'll either go to his desk, or he'll come to my desk, and ask me how my day was, or how my day before was. Did you finish all your homework?
Well, in the beginning of the year, I used to feel super self-conscious and everything, and how I looked or felt. But now, since every day he always reminds us, that he loves us and that we matter, and it doesn't matter what other people think or what they comment. So that's embedded in you now because he keeps telling you that.
Jacob had Mr. Schultz last year, and this year is his teaching assistant. One thing that doesn't change?
After every single day in class, he'll always say, "I love you big giant much." And it's kind of cool because there's not everyone's like that. They can't all love everyone. And so for someone like that to that you're not with all the time, but he can actually say that he loves you, it's pretty cool.
And is he one of those teachers you're going to remember?
Oh yes, definitely.
Why?
Because his personality will always stick with me, and it will always be a reminder of who I can be and how I have developed a bit of a personality based off of his teachings.
At the end of the school year, Mr. Schultz hands each student a handwritten note on why they matter. Recently, he was awarded Teacher of the Year. This award is chosen by the students, showing he matters. Mr. Schultz says his life mission is spreading the message of love, leadership, and elevating others. By the way, Stephen Schultz also has a regular column featured in Fountain Valley Living magazine, where you too can read his stories and be inspired. Now to Westminster, where seniors are getting a visit from the mayor as their daily meals are delivered. Meals on Wheels in Westminster aims to provide nourishment to seniors in the community.
I hope that you are really satisfied with the service that we've been delivering.
I am.
Yeah.
The city, in partnership with Senior Serve, is able to serve an average of 60 clients each month. This translates into nearly 60,000 meals each year.
We look at what's called their activities of daily living, which is ADL. And if they are unable to stand up long enough to prepare a meal, they are not mobile enough to go to the market, get the meal, prepare the meal, maybe they can't see well enough to make a meal. There are so many different reasons why they may not be able to physically handle doing that for themselves. And so those are the people that are at risk, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
Angelo Scorsoni has been a volunteer with the Senior Center, specifically with this program, for 12 years.
From 7:30 to about 11, and we pack the meals. Senior Serve brings the meals to us here, and then we pack them in the different containers for the different drivers. We have 8 drivers every day, and I do a route every day also afterwards. Love the people that we deliver to.
But more than food, a source of companionship can develop from this program. And today is a special treat as Mayor Tree Ta is visiting with participants like Marta, who we're about to meet.
They've been providing excellent food and services.
Yes,
So-
they have. I'm very blessed, and thank you for keeping this program alive.
Somewhere in between 8 and 10.
Yes, yes.
And you hear that ringing the doorbell.
I automatically smile. I automatically smile because I know help is there. A warm greeting is there. How are you doing today? A warm smile, caring, thoughtfulness, in all facets of weather. Oh, they're here.
Marta is among the seniors on the mayor's stop. Anticipating his arrival, she prepared a special card to say thank you.
And this program is my lifesaver. God has blessed me. Thank you, Marta. Seniors contributed to society and pay taxes, and sometimes we need a little helping hand. And sometimes you set your pride aside and go, hello, I need a little helping hand.
Her story really motivates me to continue to go to many resident houses to make sure that I continue to listen to their concerns. I continue to provide my services. So everything that our seniors have been doing, I really appreciate that. I really thankful for it because I believe that we need to learn from our seniors.
Another important part of this program,
there's a case manager for every Meals on Wheels recipient, somebody who brings them into the program, checks on them regularly. They have somebody that is checking on them and making sure that there's good things happening. And if something bad happens, we know that too, and we can reach out to family who may be out of state. So we are really a great contact also for the family, a way for them to feel a little bit more at ease.
If you are in need or know a senior in need, you can contact Senior Serve. If you'd like to be a Meals on Wheels volunteer, you can call the Westminster Senior Center. From Meals on Wheels to more wheels, we're in Stanton for their annual car show, something the whole family can enjoy. Here in Stanton, a car community comes together to celebrate everything on wheels. It's the 18th annual car show and kids fair.
The categories, we have the hot rod category, classic, custom, truck, and imports. So it covers the wide range of cars and everybody likes it. They like to be here on the grass environment. It's very comfortable. We got food, we got music. So it's a nice day for a family.
I think the most important thing is that we give not only our local residents, but residents and friends from our neighboring cities an opportunity to come out and see the city.
Come to the city and enjoy seeing all the cars.
The nice thing too is with the variety of cars we have, it's going to appeal to just about anyone. You know, the baby boomers to the Gen X, to the millennials. So I think that the exhibit this year is just outstanding.
Some of the Corvettes, a lot of these things are kind of my generation, and then the rods and stuff are more his generation. So, we have a little bit of both that we're really enjoying the variety. And yes, it definitely takes me back to the good old days.
It's also stories shared with the car owners that make the experience special.
It's nice to see what they're into as far as cars, but they're also nice to see what they're into as far as occupations or occupations they used to have, things of that nature.
We're here with Ron Aiello, the owner of the 1949 Mercury Classic car, and I'm here asking him, what does it take to keep your car in such a show-worthy condition? Some of the key things that somebody who doesn't know about maintenance for a car would want to know.
Well, first of all, you gotta love the car, what you're building. It's like a piece of art, and you have to do your homework to make it stunning, and all the effort that you put into it, because it really pays off.
seen a lot of people stopping by, taking photos of your car, looking inside, and the dashboard looks amazing. What are some of the things in there that we need to know about in the dashboard especially?
Well, the 1949 dashboard, it's like a truck dashboard, and I made it look like a diamond ring, like no other.
For Ron, this classic car has been a 16-year labor of love. It's his hobby and his passion. So how does someone judge an event like this when so many cars are so well cared for?
Yeah, I wanted to do them justice, and I want them to know that yes, their car is beautiful and they work, everything they put in is just greatly appreciated, but whoever looks at it besides them. But yeah, it was a very intimate experience because I was looking at their babies, right? With 6 categories of cars, there are many awards to go around. There's one for Best in Show for each category and 10 runner-ups. And yes, Ron did win one for his car.
So it's a community event, which is foremost with what we do. It also raises a couple of bucks for the foundation because we have programs that help the seniors and the young people that need it. So it's a twofold thing that makes us really, really delighted to have this here every year.
For more information on the Stanton Community Foundation, you can visit their website. And in Fountain Valley, a new store allows you to make money or spend money or do both.
1, 2, 3.
A first for Fountain Valley and a first for the mainland. EcoTown, an eco-friendly store, has its roots in Japan.
They have 900 stores in Japan and Hawaii. So for us to be their landmark store for the mainland USA is very exciting for Fountain Valley.
Fountain Valley officials and the community supporting this new business is something the store's CEO says is very humbling.
I'm very glad to open our store in Fountain Valley City. Good.
Today, I was very surprised because a lot of city members come to our store, and it's my first experience like this welcome atmosphere. Yeah, I'm very happy.
And city leaders are happy to have this store in the city.
I think this will be a really good start and a good base for them. And we just have people in the surrounding community, actually the Orange County community, that I think are going to come and embrace this concept.
3, 2, 1.
Anything we can do to limit the trash that gets put in our landfills in the oceans, I think is a really important step that we can take as a society. So stores like this, concepts like this that allow people an easy way to recycle and reuse their items, I think is a great idea. So very happy about it.
The idea behind reusing and recycling is everything sold in the store is secondhand.
These are really cute.
Here's how the selling process works. They have a list of items they'll accept. You bring in your item, you bring it to the associate, they'll look up the item, let you know the value. If you accept, they'll give you cash right on the spot. There you go. Thank you. What could be better than cash right now? Means more money to shop. Andrew Schultz is both a seller and a shopper.
I like thrift stores in general of all kinds because you get to find like cool, unique stuff, and everything's like cheap, and you can sell stuff, and that's good too. So I could like make some money. It's all good, yeah.
I came in for the music stand that's underneath this cart, and then this keyboard was a last-minute purchase. This is actually for my niece. So she goes to USC. Can't put a big piano in there.
In the weeks leading up to the grand opening, the store was buying items.
I came actually a month ago when they first opened, and they were accepting items from people to buy, and I came several times through that time, just getting my eye on some things, and actually I bought today 3 bags. There's 2 bags in here, and I'm super excited and very happy that they're in Fountain Valley. It'll be great for our economy.
The goal of EcoTown is to create a sustainable society in the United States and open 300 locations. They are located in the new Grocery Outlet Shopping Center off Brookhurst. That's all for now, but we hope you'll be inspired to go out and explore all of the experiences awaiting you. Until next time, I'm Jacqueline Twegg for The O Scene.